is enjoying his snow day with the snowball that I brought in for him. And he really likes it. I love you. He's like, I'll just drink it myself. Don't give me through the tube. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, yeah. Wants this paper towel so bad. What is wrong with you? You can't steal it. I'm sorry.
I got rid of the leg crust.
Get rid of the leg crust. Right.
Like the bush.
He loves the bush. What do you think? Do you like the bush? Can you switch legs?
No.
Yo, just letting the goat fly. Making a good mess. Is that in your window?